How do you turn a 115-year-old tree stump into a natural stone raised garden bed? Join me to find out. My name's Brett, and you are watching Adventurous Gardener. I had a professional tree service come in and remove a massive oak tree. See my other videos when you are done watching to see how that went. Age-related dieback and carpenter ant damage was causing huge limbs to spontaneously drop in the wind. I was mere feet from one that came down last summer, and had I been a few seconds behind on the mower, well, I wouldn't be here today to talk about it. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Well, life gave me stones, and a lot of them. Check out this natural piece of sedimentary stone in the shape of an antique axe head. It's a great pleasure to be in the forest searching for raw materials. Did you really think I was going to walk past all of those beautiful sedges and ferns and not bring some home for the garden? This is what I call perks of the job. Now that we have collected all these beautiful mossy stones, we need to deal with this stump. Steve Smith from the Red Green Show once said, "If the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy." I may not be Brad Pitt, but I'm certainly clever enough to get this 800-pound behemoth piece of wood out of the way. All is well that ends well, but I still need just a bit more wiggle room. Perfect. Now we can start to see the vision. The stones we gathered will be used to construct our raised garden bed walls, which will hide the remnants of this stump, which would have been cost prohibitive to remove. This stone weighs twice as much as I do. There is no reason to try and wrestle with it by hand. I prefer to work smarter, not harder. In the game of life, paper, in fact, does not beat rock. The rock will win every time. I've discovered that everything has a language and that we are all capable of great things. Stacking stones is an art form. The difference between a castle that crumbles and one that stands for centuries isn't in the building materials, it's in the way they are constructed. Treat everything like a solution waiting to be found or a puzzle piece that has a place, which is your job to find. Things aren't always obvious, and our emotional state has a lot to do with the potential outcome of every project. Here, I was tired and hot. I paused for a moment to recall my Uncle Fred saying, "Sometimes you have to take a step back and just look at it from another angle." This methodology was taught to me to assist with figuring out how to work on automobiles, though it is solid advice for every aspect of life. From stacking stones to forming lasting relationships, life really is all about perspective. Turning fragments of shattered Earth history on the forest floor into this colorful, repurposed garden bed makes the fruit of the labor involved the sweetest satisfaction. I suppose if you were satisfied with a mushroom garden, you could stop now, but not I. This is where we will backfill the space. The addition of soil over the wood will accelerate the rate of decay. Microorganisms will make nutrients available to nourish future plants, while returning the old oak tree to the earth from whence it came. A little extra love goes a long way. I like to break up any larger bits and get the substrate nice and aerated for optimal absorption and growth. Due to the poor quality of the topsoil which I had delivered here, it was necessary to add a nice big bag of store-bought goodness to the mix. If you are dealing with clay soils to backfill your raised garden bed project, I suggest you do the same. Now you can let your creativity really shine by decorating your masterpiece. I didn't do well in school, and all my bosses hated me because I didn't listen very well, apparently. I've been told numerous times that you can't transplant things that are already as far along as these historic irises are. Yeah, well, watch me. This particular variety came with the house. It's believed to be a Squalens iris, circa the 18th century. Trust me, if a plant survived this long and made it halfway around the world, relocating it from one garden bed to another will be of no ill consequence. These tall bearded iris spread by rhizomes. You can wear gloves if you wish. I prefer to get my hands dirty and connect with the earth whenever possible. Grounding appears to normalize your circadian rhythm and can even reduce pain, stress, and anxiety. Believe it or not, it even has an impact on the viscosity of your blood. There's a reason why cultures who work with the land to procure their own food tend to live longer and healthier lives. Last step in the process here is to top off your newly planted garden with some type of mulch. This will help suppress any undesirable plant growth and allow the soil to retain moisture. This is key for establishing healthy new root systems for the new occupants of your garden. Now for the grand finale. Make sure the sun is to your back and turn the hose nozzle to make the smallest droplets of water possible. The wider the spray pattern, the bigger the rainbow. Feed those thirsty plants and enjoy the show. See, I knew you could do it. Until next time, this is Adventurous Gardener saying, you are capable of anything you set your mind to.